Hi YouTubers. I'm just going to show you a Roland Hilda picture. It's probably, I've had this book, Painting Landscapes, Roland Hilda. I don't know when it was published, but I've had it, oh, 3, 4 decades. That painting there has inspired me more than probably any other painting I've ever seen in watercolour. Not because it's a great scene, but it is, but the contrast he's got in the foreground, but it's the shape of those trees. It took me a long time to learn to do my version of them. Mine are a bit heavier, but you can see how Roland Hilda used very light wash to show the twigs without putting them all in. A few leaves here and there, but a wonderful, wonderful painting. Limited palette, but his skies he would do as composite. He would do a wash, dry it, or wait for it to dry, go over it again, mop some out, or lift some out, dry, and then the final clouds to go in. A wonderful book. Get a hold of it, a copy if you can ever see it. A wonderful, wonderful painter. Sadly, he's no longer with us, but none of us last forever. I say if you don't want to grow old, die young. Okay, right. I've read this paper. There's a bit of Saunders, £90, lightweight, but it's heavy in quality. I can tell you that. Got it from Ken Bromley. Packs of 20 sheets, 15 inches by 11. Uh, Right now, I'm going to put a wash. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It'll be something with trees and skies. So let's put a bit of a wash of raw sienna. I like doing waste ground, meadows and stuff, especially in acrylic and oil painting. I've just done 2 acrylics on Patreon, but not to neglect you. Oh, there we are. So we'll let that dry in a bit. Right, let's just put a bit of blue in. Pull out any hairs. Okay, so let's just let's get a lighter blue on the horizon. I even put a puddle in there. So I usually, if I'm going to put any water in, I usually do it when I do the sky. I at least put the basis in. This all dries much lighter. So let's have a nice let's have a burnt sienna, burnt umber, sorry, and ultramarine sky, cloud. Good old favourite. My burnt umber is a little bit dry because I don't use it very often. Oh, let's get a bit of darker stuff over the top there. So we've just come underneath the clouds. Now that's going to dry nice and light. So let's just put some of that in there. Clean the brush. Finish my drink of Bovril. When I get fed up with drinking tea, I like the odd cup of Bovril. I'll probably have to dry this with the hairdryer so that I can crack on. Well, I will do. So I'll mute the sound as best it Right, that's perfectly flat, this paper. It's still a little bit damp, but that'll do for the trees that I'm going to put behind. I'm using this script brush. I love this brush. I don't know where it came from. I probably bought it, but it would not have been very much money. I think it's squirrel hair, but it's a lovely brush. So let's put in some of that colour, just slightly darker in the distance. So look, and using the edge of the brush, that's a bit more blue, I think. I don't think that's very good at that one. Probably because the paper's just a little bit dry, wet, something. But this is just the background of whatever we're going to put on top of it. But I'm only using the edge just to catch the high spots of the rough paper. I mean, it's such a superb bit of stuff. Okay, well that's the background. We can just fill in some of that to match the rest of it. But now it's drying a bit. You can see it's just hitting the high spots. So I'm going to fill that foreground now. I hope you watch Frank Clark, the Irish painter, wonderful, entertaining speaker. He's made about 500 videos for Irish TV, and he's so engaging. He does watercolours and acrylic, and I've been doing some acrylics lately, as I've just explained. Just looking for Frank Clark's Hake. What have I done with it? I asked myself. It has vanished. Oh, it's here somewhere. I just grabbed the brushes and I don't know what I've done with it. I've got quite big block brushes. What have I done with it? Oh, yeah, no, it's not. No, this is a big. Oh, sorry about this. I was going to use it's here somewhere. It might have fallen behind my jack. I've got the half inch. Oh, here it is, it's right in front of my eyes. I only wear glasses for reading, and sometimes you can't see the wood for the trees. This is these are Frank Clark brushes. I bought the set of three, and they do different things to the Ron Ransom Hake. This has got a lovely straight edge, chisel edge. This one is feathered. It goes to a bevel edge, but great for texturing. So I'm going to use that one. But I really want that to dry. So I'm going to give it a bit more of a dry. So bear with me. I'm not going to mute it this time. So shut your ears, turn your headphones off or whatever. Okay, right now I'm going to have some fun with these colours. I've got burnt sienna, yellow. I love those two mixed together. Bit dirty. So we'll just do that yellow in there. and a bit of blue. See what I mean? Rough ground. So if I put some green in there, I can put poppies in if I wish. Or a bit of heavy bushy stuff on the top here. These are a bit Payne's grey. So I haven't used them for a couple of days, so they're just a little bit dry. Get some more of that in there. Roland Hilda used a lot of black. I don't use it in watercolour. I use it in oil and acrylic. Makes fabulous greens. If you get the right mix, the right yellow with the right the right complementary. Let's have a bit of water in there. See, that's why I did that. If you get the right yellow with the blue, you get some lovely greens with the watercolour. I don't use ready-made greens. I prefer to mix them with the colours I've got. Blue and yellow make a lovely green, of course. Complementary colours. So we'll put some of that in there. I get the nice browns. The sienna's a lovely warm bit of red, bit like red. Bit of Payne's grey in with the sienna. I'm a great believer in doing foregrounds quickly. Get them out of the way. A bit of power in that. Don't panic. So a bit of sort of marshy stuff in there. Don't want too much sparkle. Let's just bring a bit of shadow, bit of reflection down there. Sort of a stream. Didn't know I was going to do this. I'll get some dark green. Fill in some of that sparkle. We don't want too much of it. Touch of water on the brush. See what this brush does? It's lovely. It's great for skies. Well, I want some good darks in there. Good sienna and grey, Payne's grey. You get nice darks. Some sort of bushy stuff. Right, let's have a bit of autumny colours up here. A bit of dark on the shadow side of these trees. I'll hate that bit. Right, let's go a bit more higher this one. So we'll make a way through With some raw sienna on there, so it's bright on one side, and then a bit of darker stuff on the other side. Okay, so some nice, good shadowy darks in here. Shadow. That's that. Payne's grey, blue, yellow, burnt sienna. You get that lovely warm glow. So get some dark in the other side now. Just get a little bit in here. So we've covered up all that blue, haven't we? So that's good. Now we'll leave that for a minute. I'm going to dry the trees. They might take a while, a few seconds. So I'll just I think that's quite good. That could be a little brighter, I suppose. Let's see if we can just up the bright. Oh, I think that's pretty good actually. Okay, so headphones. Well, I'm going to mute. Takes a bit of muting on the tablet here on the Logitech controls. If I get it right though, that's a great little camera. Right, so got a hair there. Now that's dry, I can put a bit more texture on there. Just a bit of so we can have a bit of. Now you need to control the water on your brush with these hakes. They hold a formidable amount of water. So just have a cloth standing by to soak up the excess. Well, just want some darker. Bits here, just sort of bushes in this rough ground. Anything just to give a bit of interest. Got too much sparkle in there, really. Bit over the other side. Spur sienna. The Payne's grey, bit of yellow. Okay, look, but we don't want to have the sides symmetrical. We want the one side to look completely different to the other. So let's get a nice bit of dark green. Right, let's just get a little bit over there. We can have a little bit of darker blue in behind there, I think. I'll use my script brush. And I mix up a bit of blue with a bit of Payne's grey. That's a good. Okay. Now, with a quick dry, I'm going to put the detail in with a big up. Right, riggers, two riggers. Oh, I've got a split on my thumb. I think using water and with acrylic, I hold the wet rag, or that I use to clean my brushes as I go, and because the water chills, will make your hands go dry. Right, I'll use that one. That's got a chisel edge to it, and we'll start to just add a bit of. We can use a bit of burnt sienna, bit of Payne's. Let's just. There's plenty of water with this paper because of the roughness. I'll bury the bases of these things in some foliage, in some texture. Just leave a few spaces here and there. Although autumn colours, you'll see the skeletons of the trees. Is that sort of wet? I'll go back on that. I'll put some blue ones in there. So let's do the other side now. Made that rather thick there, so I'll have to just thicken up the chunks here. We'll put that in as ivy. So we put some ivy growing up that one because I started off badly with that one. I'm not paying attention to too much detail in this, although it takes time. But the acrylic I did yesterday for Patreon was hour and 17 minutes. You can watch that, folks, for $6, plus a load of others. Must have about 300 videos on Patreon now. There's only $4 a month. I haven't put my prices up like some people. I think I'll put a bit of gouache in here. Nothing wrong with a bit of gouache. Okay, right, a bit of blue in the background. Bluish. Right, okay. Hey, just a little bit of texture underneath those trunks there. So a bit of Payne's grey, a bit of sienna. Right, we'll let that go. That's all I'm going to do today, I think. I'll put it in a mound and we'll have a look at it. Let's have that one. Okay, I hope you like this. This one, it's I'll just move the camera up a bit so that you can see the whole thing in its mounts. So don't accuse me of neglecting you. Oh, let's move that over there a bit. Well, I used a box easel. It took me years to get around to having this set up because the legs, it's a Mabeth easel. I paid a lot of money for it years ago. I'm sure I've ripped off, but it's a super product. I've had it for 20, 25 years. It's a sketching easel really, but it's ideal for demonstrations because I don't paint much bigger than 16 by 12 inches, 15 by 11 inches, which this is. Um, what can I say? It, the legs are uneven when you just drop them down. It's not really meant for sitting, I suppose. You need to stand, but I put it on a low sort of table, trolley table, on a block of MDF melamine covered stuff, and it's about the right height to do this. This is at an angle of about 20 degrees, 20 to 25 degrees, and it's very easy to get to. So I'm very pleased with that. Good couple of blobs there. Birds go there. So let's put a couple of birds in. We'll have bluey little birds just to cover up the. Okay, well there we are. That's about all I can do with that one. Hope you enjoyed that. It looks pretty good on the screen. Probably just a little bit dark, but I don't know how to brighten it up really. It's quite hard using these sliders. Oh, there you are. It's not too bad, is it? This is a sort of an ivory mount, but it's not showing the colours up. So let's just make the colours up a bit. Okay. Right. See you soon, folks. Thanks for looking in. Bye bye.